Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground lair where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. So what are we going to be working on today? Well, we're not going to be working on robots. We're not going to be working on aliens. We're not going to be working on zombies. So it must be that other imminent threats to humanity category. But what we're going to do is we're going to take something that could definitely be a threat to humanity and kind of see if we can harness that power and put it to good use. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a T-Rex and kind of make this demolition dino. So here in the underground lair, we're always expanding, building on, adding new areas, new laboratories, things like that. And of course, we're underground here, and there's a lot of rock and stuff, so we have to do a lot of demo to clear, make space for these expansions. So I thought, what better way to do that is to get a dinosaur, a T-Rex, something big, and add a lot of construction type things, some saws, some clamps, whatever you call it, just awesome heavy machinery added to the already like heavy T-Rex, and see what we can do with that. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Now, I know it's been a little while since I've come to you from the underground lair, so I thought while I'm doing this, we've already got the sketch done, so I'm going to ink this thing. And while I'm doing that, I figured I'd just tell you kind of what's been going on, because it's been a while since we've sort of talked or let you know what's going on here. I did some videos, on how to exhibit at cons and things like that, but I really want to get back to working on stuff that we can use here in the underground lair. So we're going to get our pen and ink, or actually I'm using a brush today. So we're going to get our brush, we're going to get our inks, and I'll tell you a little bit about those tools, and then we'll just talk about what's been going on. So let's get to the art desk. Man, it is good to be back once again, broadcasting from the underground lair. It's been a while, and I'll let you guys know kind of what's been going on. I haven't really been gone. I mean, I've been on the Artcasters and some other things, and done some other videos and on social media, but haven't done a lot of these videos, doing some cool original stuff, some artwork and things like that. So, but first, I'm going to let you guys know the tools that I'm using, because I always get, that's the question you always get no matter how many times you mention it, because every video might be somebody's first video, and then again, I don't always use the same tools every time. So what I'm using today is my favorite ink, sort of. I say it's my favorite ink, but in some ways it's becoming problematic, and I don't know why. And I think maybe it's because I'm rushing it, but I'm finding it smudging. But the ink that I'm using is Deleter 5, Deleter number 5, and it's a manga ink. You have to, it's manufactured in Japan, so usually when you order it, I think you can find it on like Amazon and stuff, but it's usually a little pricey because of the shipping. So it might be, you might not pay much for shipping, but the cost of the actual ink might be more, or the cost of the ink might be a little less, but you got to pay extra for shipping. But anyway, it gets a little pricey, but it is my favorite ink because it's the one ink that I could find that really works well with Copic markers and or any alcohol-based markers. And even though I don't know if I'm going to color this one in. I might. I kind of dig it, so I might color this one in. But if I don't, I still like it because it's really smooth. But it's been having problems as far as I'm getting some smudging. So, and I think maybe I'm just working too fast, but sometimes when I work with some other ink, maybe it dries faster or something. So I wish I could just find that perfect ink that would either, just lay down good, work with the Copic markers, and not smudge if I'm working fast, because I tend to try to ink a little fast. But anyway, still, I would still recommend it. So it's called Deleter number 5, and the brush that I'm using is a Winsor Newton Cotman brush, and these are kind of like their economy watercolor line, and they're pretty inexpensive as far as brushes go, especially compared to some of the other brushes I use. But this is a number 1, which I don't have any. I also use Winsor Newton Series 7, which are really nice, really fancy, really kind of pricey brushes. But I've only got those in like the bigger brushes. So one of these days I probably should get one of those in like a 1 or an 0 or something like that. But for right now I'm just using the Winsor Newton Cotman, which I would also recommend for as inexpensive as they are, and you can always find deals on them too. Like, you know, when you go to Michael's, you get those coupons and things like that where you can get, you know, 50% off or whatever. So you can usually get these pretty cheap. But anyway, so those are the tools, and of course I illustrated this. You didn't see that. I should have filmed that, but I didn't. But I illustrated with just Colorase. Prisma, is it Prismacolor? Do they make Colorase? I don't know. For some reason I'm drawing a blank, but anyway. So yeah, and it's just color pencils, but you can erase them to some extent. Sometimes they're a little, if you lay down a little thick, sometimes it doesn't erase that well. I don't really use, well, I guess I do use the eraser a little bit because they're all worn out now that I look at my pencils, but anyway, so that's what I've been using. So what's been going on? You know, I kind of had to slow things down as far as my YouTube output just because of the Kickstarter I ran. I've been given updates and things like that. So if you guys did contribute to the Kickstarter, it is going out very soon, hopefully this week. I've got a whole table set up with all the different items. Everything's done, and it's just a matter of putting all that stuff together, getting it out to you guys. I got most of the feedback back from the you know, we sent out a survey, make sure your address is up to date and just kind of any additional information I need. So I got most of that stuff back, still waiting on some things. So if you sign up and you haven't let me know that information, you might want to do that. You'll get your stuff quicker. So yeah, I've got all that. That's getting ready to go. I've been prepping all that, and it is so much work. These Kickstarters, man, I'm telling you, they take a lot out of you. But it's, you know, I would definitely recommend everyone give Kickstarter a shot if you've kind of in a position where, you know, you've kind of got just depending on what you're doing, it really is based on what kind of audience you have. And even though I don't have that big of an audience yet, I think a lot of the people that follow me are loyal enough, and it seemed to work out. I set a pretty modest goal, and I was able to reach that goal. So super excited about that, getting that stuff out, and then kind of getting back to a regular schedule of putting out some more cool art videos and things like that. The other thing that, like, something happened yesterday that was kind of interesting. So I had been getting emails from, I used to do I still have t-shirt designs that I've done up on like Redbubble and some of those other places. I don't know if I have them on Society 6, I don't think so, but some other places. And I've had some designs picked up by like T-Fury and things like that, but those are mostly like pop culture stuff, which if you've been following me, you know I'm trying to get away from that and kind of do my own stuff. So I did have a company, you've probably heard of them if you're into that space, that t-shirt space, Designed by Humans, which, you know, they do designs on t-shirts and prints and you know, mobile phone cases, things like that. And they've been contacting me for a while, wanting to submit stuff, some of my artwork, and I've been just so busy. So finally things ramped down enough where I figured, well, I better get this stuff up now. And you know, I didn't think anything would come of it because I put stuff on, like I said, Redbubble and stuff, and they do sell from time to time. And actually, like the Redbubble, I don't know, last week I sold like 5 shirts, which isn't normal. So sometimes you get these, I don't know what happens, but you get this boost and you get a few more orders than usual. I think if I probably stuck to that, I probably could make pretty good money doing that stuff, because I know a lot of people that's pretty much all they do is t-shirts, and they've got enough t-shirts and they do enough marketing for them that they sell all the time, and it's just good passive income that you don't, you know, once you create it, you just throw it up there and you can, you know, make a living off of it. I definitely can't make a living off it, but it's a nice little chunk of change here and there that comes in. But so anyway, so I uploaded some of my designs, and the cool thing about Designed by Humans is they mostly encourage you to do your original stuff. I don't think because one thing that they do is they license characters. So because they do license like Star Wars and some other, you know, big, you know, what's the word? I'm drawing a blank. Big, properties, I guess, intellectual property. That's what I was looking for. Because they do license those, I don't think they're too keen on other people doing them. So they do have a lot of original designs on there, just people's cool designs that they've come up with in addition to the stuff that they've actually licensed. Whereas other places like Redbubble, they don't really license, so it's mostly like fan art and stuff like that. So anyway, I loaded some of my designs up, and well, first they were asking. They say, we'd like you to open a presence on our website, a little shop on Designed by Humans, upload your designs. And I'm like, cool. So I did that, and I went to the link that they provided me with, and it says, your application is pending approval. So then I'm like, oh, because I kind of thought it was like a jury thing, or you had to be invited, but I guess anyone can. I don't know. I'm guessing it's not that hard to get your stuff up there. I don't know. At first I thought it was sort of a jury thing, so I thought that's kind of cool. They came to me and all that stuff. But then once, because I already got the link and everything, they told, set up your shop. So then it says, your application's pending approval. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm just kind of like everyone else, and I'll just put my stuff up there, and maybe I'll get a few bucks here and there, but no big deal. But anyway, so I uploaded some designs, and just kind of went on to do other things. And I probably should have uploaded more designs, because what happened was yesterday, which is Saturday, as I'm recording this anyway. I got tagged in a post by Designed by Humans saying that one of my designs was their design of the day. And I'm like, oh man, that's cool. And then I was thinking, well, maybe they have a bunch of different design by day, or maybe they just feature things throughout the days or whatever. But no, I went to their website, and there was my design. It's called, the design I did was called Level Up. If you follow my I think I did a lot of it on the Artcasters, or you may have seen me working on it. But it's kind of like a mech, but it's like an old arcade cabinet. Arcade game, and it's kind of transforming into a robot. Anyway, so it says Level Up. So I uploaded that, and they made it their design of the day. So I haven't heard anything lately, but the good thing is, unlike some of the t-shirts of the day, once you I think when I had stuff on T-Fury, after that day is over, they pull it off. It's like a one-day thing, but I guess it stays up there because there's like an archive. So when you go to the homepage on Designed by Humans, if you look at whatever their design by the day is, I don't know what it is today, but it'll say buy this design, or it'll say check out other winners. If you click on that, you'll be able to find my design. Now, depending on when you're watching this, you might have to go back a few, but it's up there. So hopefully that'll bring some eyes onto some of my other designs, and that's kind of why I was thinking, well, I should have uploaded some more, because I think I've got maybe 8 designs up there right now, and I've got a whole bunch more, but a lot of stuff I don't design specifically for t-shirts, so it's, I have to do a little tweak things around, take some backgrounds out, because they're designed for prints, which that's the other thing, is that Designed by Humans also sells prints, but I don't want to put my prints up there because I want people to buy prints directly, because there's a little more profit margin, and no one has to go through that middleman or whatever, and you guys get a better deal, I think. So anyway, I won't be putting any prints. I may do the iPhone cases. I wonder if I should have done that already. I don't know. But anyway, so that was kind of a cool thing to happen, but I'm anxious to see. I don't know, for all I know, no one bought any, which I would imagine I would have to sell some if they're featuring. Saturday probably isn't the greatest day for people buying stuff online, but the beggars can't be choosers. I'm glad that they kind of selected me, and we'll see what happens. And like I said, it's up there, so maybe people will find my other designs up there, and it'll be some money that trickles in every now and then. So we'll see. I'll give you an update once I find more about that. So that was kind of cool. The other thing that I'm really excited about, and this is kind of so I invested in a Cintiq, and if you're not sure what a Cintiq is, it is like the granddaddy of all drawing tablets. It's the one where you draw on the screen. And I actually purchased an off-brand a while back, and I just wasn't happy with it. So I'm like, and I returned it, and I'm like, if I ever decide to get another one of these, I guess I'm gonna have to opt for the Cintiq, and they are pricey. I mean, it's I paid a small fortune for this thing, and I actually purchased a used one, but it's one of the larger ones. It's a 24-inch, so I mean this thing's gonna be massive. Now you would think, this is what's weird. You would think when you buy something like this, that once you get it, you're just like, you know, devouring this box and just ripping it open and just can't wait to get this thing set up. But it's been sitting just in the box on an ottoman. It's like two giant boxes, just sitting there for like 3 days. And I am really excited to delve into it, but I know if once I open that thing, then I mean, like I said, I've got this Kickstarter going. I want to get this thing out, so it's you know, it's trying to hold back that enthusiasm to just test this thing out, open it up and test this thing out, because I know if I break it open, I start setting it up, then the Kickstarter stuff's going to fall back. So that's what you call discipline, people. When you can get this awesome new toy and you can kind of put it aside and wait and say, you know, I'm gonna take care of some other stuff first before I do that. So I'm hoping tonight, if I get enough of the Kickstarter stuff done and get it all packaged up, and you know, after I'm done recording this video and all that stuff, and hopefully I'll have a little time tonight. It's Sunday as I'm recording this, that I can open that up and just, you know, see, you know, it in all its magnificence. Is that the right way to say it? Anyway, so I am super excited, but I'm just trying to like somehow trick myself not to think about it, because I have so many other things to do. And I've heard so many people say, oh, it's just so natural when you start drawing on it. And I know based on the other tablet that I had, it wasn't that natural. I mean, I'm used to using just a regular drawing tablet, not the one you draw on the screen, but I have an Intuos tablet. And so and those are a little hard to get used to when you're first starting off, because you're drawing on one surface but you're looking at another. But once you get used to it, it's kind of like second nature. So I'm wondering if it's going to be more difficult. What I'd like to do, what I wish I could do, is I wish I could run both of them at the same time. So because right now I've got a couple dual monitors. I don't know if I'll keep both of those, because that's probably going to be overkill. Because when I get this Cintiq, I'm going to have this other giant monitor, and then two other monitors. I don't think I'm going to need all that, but I don't know if I'm going to be as crazy about doing the other stuff besides drawing on the Cintiq. To me, it's because I still use, like, when I'm just searching the net or doing other things. I mean, sometimes I'll use my stylus, but for the most part I use the mouse and everything, but which I guess I can still do, but I don't know if I'll be doing everything on the Cintiq. I'll just have to, you know, I guess I'm going to have to open it up and try it out and see what happens. But and I'll be letting people know about all this stuff. And also, I wanted to mention that if you guys aren't following me on Snapchat, if you just Serkworks on Snapchat, if you guys are on Snapchat, if you want to follow me, I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I've been like letting people know what's going on with the Kickstarter and showing kind of the setup and the process and just a bunch of stuff like that. So I'm probably going to do an unboxing on that. Because Snapchat's kind of weird how it's sort of like this disposable media where you record it and then it goes away after 24 hours. Some of the stuff I download, and I've posted a few things on the YouTube channel, and I'll probably post more. I may post kind of the unboxing. It's the Cintiq on YouTube, on one of those little Circ Snap things that I do. But if you want to check that kind of stuff out, just follow me on Snapchat. Because I'm kind of digging it. I'm trying to put some cool stuff out there. Like I said, it's more low key. It's not polished like I'm trying to do with this other stuff. Maybe I haven't reached that. I don't think I've reached that part with the editing and everything else where I feel it's really where I want it to be. But you know, baby steps, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, follow me on Snapchat if you want to see that kind of stuff. But I'll probably do something on YouTube too, kind of just showing it off once I get a hang of it. And then I gotta after that things coming up. I've got to get once I get the Cintiq set up, I'm gonna try to kind of teach myself Manga Studio so we can get back to Young and the Dead, my comic book, Kids vs. Zombie comic, kind of in the vein of Goonies and Night of the Living Dead. Definitely want to get started on the next issue of that. Got to start scripting it and everything first, so I should probably start thinking about that. So anyway, that's one of the things. The other thing is I've got just a bunch of items and prints and a bunch of cool stuff that I want to get uploaded to my store. Also I also purchased the URL madsciencesupplycompany.com. So if you go there, it'll take you directly to like my store at store, and I might do something else in the future with that URL, but right now it just takes you there. But I thought it'd be cool to have that. So and then I'm also going to be ordering at Etsy, so in the future you'll be able to see some of my stuff on, you can probably get it off Etsy or Store Envy. We'll see. I think the good thing about Store Envy is they don't really take a cut of anything you sell unless you find it through their market space. So if they drive the traffic to you, then they get a little cut. But if you say, oh, go to my Store Envy store, and people go there, then they don't take anything from it. So that's kind of nice. But the good thing about Etsy is they've got a pretty big network and kind of this social aspect built in, and people just know to go to Etsy to buy stuff like that. So hopefully I'll get that going, and it's something that I was knee deep in before I started the Kickstarter, and that kind of got pushed back. But I really want to get the store up, and then it's on to doing a lot more videos, and I want to do stuff where I'm kind of doing maybe some mock commercials during my videos where I'm advertising stuff in the store, but do it in a fun way, so it's not like really an ad. But I really want to do something cool with the channel, and I want to do a lot more tutorial videos, because that's stuff that can hopefully build your channel, and it's also good for people out there, because basically a lot of the stuff I do, I'll tell you, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll tell you kind of what I've been working on, or I'll tell you some of the tools I use, but I haven't really done much step-by-step just like process videos or like tutorials and things like that, and I want to do some more of those. And I've actually recorded a few things, which hopefully will be up soon. I did a like this mecha print that I did for Phoenix Comic Con. I wanted to get that out before Phoenix Comic Con. I didn't. So once I get that print ready and it's on the store, because I've got a few left, and I just want to sell out of those because that's sort of an exclusive that you won't get at any other convention. But once I get that stuff out there online, then I'll release that video, and it'll take you step by step through my whole process of how I do like my prints and everything, which is a little different than the comic book stuff, which is more similar to what you're seeing now with the prints and things, or So yeah, that's that. And what else do I got coming up? Yeah, I don't know. Just there's a lot of things. But those are the main things. Yeah, I want to get back to doing the comics and get more prints up, and definitely get the stores going, and more cool stuff on YouTube. The other video that I've got that I recorded, but I've got to edit it and everything, is one on lettering comics, because lettering really, it's kind of an underappreciated art as far as creating comics, because bad lettering or just sort of general uninformed lettering, if you don't know how to do it right, it can really take away from the artwork, and vice versa. I think, well, I don't want to say great lettering can up the artwork, because to me, my personal opinion is that great lettering should just kind of, it shouldn't pop out, because then I think it's too much. It should just look good and just kind of fit with the whole thing. This just gestalt of just what a comic page should look like. But definitely, you don't want to have bad lettering. So I figured I'd give a few tips on lettering and things like that. So anyway, that video should be coming up, and I guess if there are certain things you guys want to see from me, let me know. Other than that, I'll just kind of keep doing things the way I do them, and I love drawing like stuff like I'm doing now. I like drawing mechs and giant dinosaurs with power tools and
aliens and all that kind of cool stuff. And oh, yeah, there was another thing. I might be doing some alien stuff. I've been talking. I don't want to mention it too much right now, but I've been talking to a friend online, and we might try to get something going, like with maybe a weekly kind of alien drawing thing. So I'll let you know more about that as hopefully it happens. But I'll just kind of leave that there as sort of a mystery, and hopefully that'll happen, because that should be pretty exciting. But yeah, I want to get definitely some more alien stuff done, because I do at some point, and it's really premature as I mention this, so don't get too excited, because this could be a ways off. But I want to put out an art book, and I want it to be just called, Robots, Aliens, Zombies, and Other Imminent Threats to Humanity. So there'll be a section for each one of those in the book. And I found that I'm a little light on my alien sketches and stuff. I tend to do definitely a lot more robots. I've been doing a lot of zombies just because of the Kickstarter and everything. It's zombie themed. So got to get some more robots and some more other, which I think this might fall in that category. So maybe this will make it in the book. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been going for a while, but I wanted to sort of do a semi-long video just because I haven't done one in so long. Just throw a bunch of stuff. There's so much stuff I've been wanting to talk about. I'm sure I missed a bunch of things that I wanted to mention, but anyway, there'll be more videos for that, and I'm just gonna say thanks to everyone for being patient with me, since I haven't put out a whole lot of new content. Again, you can hear me every week on the Artcasters. That rotates from Jeff Lafferty's channel, Kevin Cross's channel, and my channel, and we've been having some cool guests on lately, so maybe have some more cool guests. So definitely check that out if you aren't already, and I'll have more of these sketches. If you guys have any requests, any kind of cool, if you got some ideas for some cool monster mashups or anything like that, let me know, because I like doing this stuff. So thanks again for following. Remember, you can find me pretty much at Serkworks anywhere on the internet, or most major places on the internet. And but I'm gonna hopefully pack up some more Kickstarter stuff. Maybe break out this Cintiq. I'm excited, and I will see you guys later. That is all.